The Book of the Sacred Magic of Abramelin is often referred to simply as sacred magic. Throughout history, the word magic has frequently been shrouded in stigma and misunderstood as something inherently malevolent. In truth, it is nothing of the sort. It is a profound path of wisdom. Like all things in our existence, it possesses both light and shadow. We reside in a world of duality, day and night, black and white, good and evil, or, as we define it in the craft, white magic and black magic. Ultimately, the essence lies in your intent. It is defined by your purpose and what you choose to achieve with it. On this journey, I trust you will choose the path of virtue. We have come into this world to refine both our moral character and our mental faculties. Abramelin's hidden magic holds a peerless position within occult literature. Rather than relying on senseless or convoluted rituals, this system is founded upon establishing a direct communion with one's holy guardian angel. Through this sacred bond, one attains divine wisdom. Every human being is already guided by spiritual guardians responsible for their evolution. If one does not reject these guides and instead connects with their higher self, the astral body, they can achieve radical transformations in this world. The foundational method begins with meditation. By knowing the true names of these entities and utilizing affirmations, one can manifest change and reshape reality. Invocation requires the precise knowledge of these names. Shortly, I will provide you with the most critical names. However, for more intricate operations, it is essential to study the grimoire itself. This system posits that every individual possesses both a guardian angel and a malevolent demon by nature. Man occupies a unique position as a natural intermediary between angels and demons. However, to command the lower, darker forces, one must first recognize the higher and virtuous, the angel. The practitioner must use their will to command and subjugate base spirits, for they exist at a lower frequency than a self-actualized human being. The philosophy of Abramelin is rooted in an absolute hierarchy where power flows from the top down. At the zenith of this chain is God, followed by the holy angels. Beneath them is man, vested with authority granted by the angel, and at the base are the demons, infernal spirits. The core tenet is that the spirits of light and virtue are inherently more powerful than the fallen spirits of darkness. To master these spirits, one must first attain true wisdom through communion with the holy guardian angel. This process includes requests for initiation. For a deeper look into initiation, I recommend watching my other videos. Initiation is akin to gaining direct psychic faculty. It is divided into metaphysical and physical forms. Physical initiations include the opening of the third eye, clairvoyance, clairaudience, and auto-hypnosis, the mastery of the subconscious alpha frequency through self-suggestion. In this system, the four princes of the powers, Lucifer, Leviathan, Satan, and Belial, and their subordinates are summoned. These spirits are compelled to swear oaths and submit to the operator's will. In Abramelin's teachings, this is not a tool for personal vanity or greed. It is a sacred instrument to be used in service to God and for the betterment of humanity. Your desires and motives are paramount. Those who embark on this path with ill intent risk becoming the playthings of demons rather than the masters of angels. You could face grave spiritual harm. The powers gained must be used to heal the sick, perform acts of charity, and aid mankind. Ultimately, this system is less a technical manual of sorcery and more a work of theurgy, divine theology. Your personal holy guardian angel is the bridge connecting you to the divine will. Without this bridge, any magical operation is, according to Abramelin, either a delusion or dangerous black magic.
The fundamental requirements are faith, purity, right intent, and absolute obedience to the divine hierarchy. Dominion over base spirits can never be achieved without first communing with your angel. You must first integrate this into your meditations, connecting with your spiritual guide and your higher astral and mental consciousness. Magic is a craft for masters, not for dabblers or mere apprentices. The methods of commanding and constraining spirits, and the forms in which they appear, will be taught to you directly by your angel. Performing these operations without the angel's protection is perilous. Think of it as spiritual health and safety. The angel's guidance protects the operator from the deceptions and assaults of the demonic realm.
When base spirits demand a sacrifice or a bargain, the operator must refuse, stating that sacrifice belongs to God alone. To make a deal is to become their slave. Your strategy is not negotiation, but subjugation. By summoning the 4 princes and the 8 sub-princes, you bind them by the power of God and the authority of the holy angels. This oath is a definitive commitment that they will obey your commands without delay. As the operator, you must never adopt a pleading or respectful tone toward these spirits. You must treat them as servants, maintaining a proud and commanding presence. This is the essential psychological state. Any hint of weakness or familiarity allows the spirits to gain the upper hand. They may act with arrogance or threaten you to deter your efforts. You must remain unmoved, showing absolute courage and trust in the divine. Even when they appear to obey, they will attempt to deceive, overwhelm you with excessive information, or lead you astray through flattery. You must remain perpetually vigilant. While these spirits serve as attendants to find treasures, provide healing, or grant knowledge, this power must never be used to harm a living being or offend the Creator. Furthermore, an operator should not trouble the chief princes for tasks that can be handled by lesser spirits. I recommend beginning your meditations with the names of the 8 sub-princes. If you require private guidance or specific meditation practices, you may reach me via email. In the Abramelin system, dominion is a process where the operator realizes their place in the divine hierarchy and, through the authority of the angel, brings rebellious spirits into line. This is not a collaboration, it is a conquest. Though this may appear to be a ritualistic guide to sacred magic, its foundations lie deep within the science of Kabbalah. Abraham makes a clear distinction. Kabbalah is the superior and more sacred discipline. I shall conclude this week's lesson by providing the names of the 8 sub-princes who serve under the 4 chiefs and must swear fealty to the operator. Astaroth, Magat, Asmodee, Beelzebub, Orions, Paimon, Eraton, and Amaimon. The 4 chief princes at the pinnacle are Lucifer, Leviathan, Satan, and Belial. Do not disturb them for trivial matters, and avoid using their names in your daily meditations. Finally, there are legions and other attendants, specialized spirits under the command of the sub-princes. I will discuss these familiar spirits and their specific roles in future lessons. For now, focusing on the 8 sub-princes is sufficient. But remember, establish contact with your spiritual guide and higher consciousness first. Speak your magical intent at the conclusion of your meditations.
Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new lesson. To help me continue providing these sessions, just 1 month's contribution makes all the difference. The join button is now active on my profile.